now. But Shaw hanging in there. Let's see what he can do with his rack here. He does not need another dry break, that's for sure.
Hui-kai Shaw has got to take care of business.
And he gets the 5 to go.
He's got a good shot at the 1, but look at the 3 and the 9. There's the applause because they know he's going to stay on the table.
Yeah, that's something.
So when they look further down the table, they're going to realize he's got some problems in the offing. But really, all Hui-kai Shaw can do is just take care of this rack and leave everything else up to fate.
Yeah, well, he's, you know, and the pressure is going to be squarely on the Watt to finish the deal. And as we all know, that's the hardest thing in anything you do, finish it off. Trying to bust those balls out of there.
He does a great job.
Yes, he does.
The applause there was much louder because now they realized that the 3 is now free.
But you know, you can, when the applause is pretty loud, you know, you have also your knowledgeable fans who realize what a good shot it is. Some fans will just applaud if you just pot a ball, no matter what position you give yourself. Probably the same ones that were applauding when another player makes a mistake. Nice little alley for the 3.
He's got to be careful, though. He's going to bump into this 4.
He doesn't want that.
He wants to make sure that he controls the position of the 4.
Oh, he does a good job.
And he's able to avoid it.
Going around.
It's going to be a very tough cut.
Yeah, that is tough. Just not much rail to work with at all. So he no doubt will slide that down.
And the cue ball will come back and forth.
A little bit of a bump and he gets it. Now the Watt, for his part, will be sitting there going, you know, all I can control my own destiny. All I have to do is win my own break. No matter what he does, I just need to win one break.
In fact, Luwat has the advantage of 2 breaks coming up.
Yeah.
If he doesn't consummate it on this first one.
Correct. 2 chances, 2 kicks of the can. Looks like he's going to need to use one of them because this man on the cusp of taking his 7th rack of this race to 11. Does just that, so 10-7 it is. Shaw hanging tough. One might only suppose what the score would look like had he had not so many dry breaks. Neither here nor there. 10-7 is the score, and Luat up, re-breaking for the match. The $10,000 prize money here in Kaohsiung. Anthony Sante along with Chuck Schreiner. Hope you've really enjoyed this 3 days of pool extravaganza in the Kaohsiung Business Exhibition Center. Might want to mention again also that the Kaohsiung city government is partially responsible for the co-organization of this beautiful event in this sparkling town, #2 city in Taiwan, the port city. If you get a chance to visit Kaohsiung, I highly recommend it. Lots to do, lots to see. Very sporting town. They also will be hosting the 2009 World Games, and they've got posters up all over the place. They also have their own professional baseball team. Love the game of basketball, and of course love the game of pool. More to the point, because that's where we are right now. Time will tell if Luwat can finish the deal or Shaw will come from behind post a famous victory for his hometown supporters. Entirely justified that the two powerhouses of Asia in pool, the Philippines and Chinese Taipei, are involved in the finals. '2006-2000 season, can it be? Can it be, Anthony? EPL right around the corner, kicks off August 19th. More football on tap after the World Cup, after, geez, EPL just finished, what, in May? Then you have a month of the World Cup. Nope, here it is, August time for football again. John Dykes and the boys will be on hand to bring you all the live action.
Week 18, 10-7.
Right now, Chuck, though, the focus is on Rodolfo Boy Samson Luat of the Philippines. Breaking now here for the championship of the Kaohsiung leg.
There goes the one. See if that's a harbinger of things to come.
He doesn't have the best of looks at the two.
Barely a look at all of that.
That's why he's throwing his arms up in dismay.
Yeah, he may be able to clip it. That's about it. No problem getting the one down.
The question is what to do with the two. He's going to have to play safe here. Just when he was looking for an easy rack to wrap up this championship.
Whoa. Okay, well, good. The two, good for him anyway. The two gets behind the 8.
What he would have wanted to do was to stop the cue ball behind the 5, to have two blocking balls, which is the 5 and the 8. But he's fortunate that the 8 was actually there.
Yeah, now
he lost control of that cue ball.
He did. Does Shaw have room to jump?
Oh, yes, he does. But the question is,
ooh, that's a long shot, isn't it?
Which pocket to send that two ball to?
Well, in general, players have better luck at that when it's straight on. I don't know if Shaw's...
Almost a do-or-die situation here now for Hui-kai Hsia. If he's not able to pocket this ball, it could be lights out.
It could be, and you know, you see him hesitantly reaching for that short stick, but yeah, he really doesn't have a choice. And this is almost desperation time.
He's going to have to clear the 8.
And that's what I mean. Does he have room? He does. He makes the necessary contact. Now let's see where the cue ball ends up, and more importantly, where does the 2 end up? He's done a great job, whether by design or not.
That couldn't have worked out any better.
He's locked it up. How in the world? Well, maybe he can see it. Maybe he can touch it.
Well, Luat can actually see enough of that too.
Yeah. Now,
he might be looking to try to go for the billiard here. Knock the 5 into the corner.
What sort of spacing or pace will he be using here?
Well, it's called a good shot.
There's your answer. One ball goes in, but not the one he wanted.
Well, I'm sure he's glad to just have something in.
Yeah.
Hui-kai Hsia taking a look at the shot that presents itself to Boy Samson Luat, and well, I think that 8 does come into the way just a little bit. Going to make the shot a little bit tougher. He's got to be a little bit more precise.
Yeah, it'll pass, and does. Now let's see if that's the coup de grace.
Well, he's going to have a very tough cut here on the 3, and as we talked about it, we hate to belabor the point, but the cut shots have not been good to Luat, not just here in this finals, but so far here today, including the semis earlier.
Oh boy, it looks dangerously short, but it gets in. And I think he's looking good from here on out. Much to the chagrin of the quite still fans in the audience right now.
Well, Luat has missed a couple of sitting ducks today, so
that's why nobody's, you know,
nobody's budging from their seat.
Nobody's jumping up and down yet. You don't see anybody taking off their seat belts. As we said before, the fat lady ready to sing, but she's warming up and still keeping a wary eye on Luat, because it's a difficult thing to close a deal.
Well, 3 more balls, and he finally gets a title here.
Well, more to the point, the Philippines go undefeated. 3/4 of the season gone. And it's not rushed to judgment just yet. Right where he wanted to be. Maybe a little bit closer, but there's some green to work with.
And now his mind has got to be racing.
Yeah.
This is when you have to take control of your emotions. Just 2 more balls to manage.
You know, 48 years old. He's been around the block a few times. So I don't think this is going to present any problem. He went over the hurdles. He stumbled a few times. And there is your winner of the Kaohsiung leg of the San Miguel 9-ball tour for 2006. Rodolfo Luat shrugging off some really anxious moments in the middle of the match, going on to beat Hsia, who must have been the favorite, 11-7. No doubt that's his wife on the phone.
No, that's probably Mr. Puch Puyat.
Telling him how he's going to spend his $10,000. Yes, honey, I want this, this, and this. And we will have the awards ceremony, but more to the point, this is a time for celebration of Luat and also this fine Filipino squad who really have dominated the pool scene here in Asia during the San Miguel 9-ball tour.
But you know, Chuck, you look at the face of Luat after he knocked down that 9. It wasn't sheer delight, but it seemed like more relief than anything else.
Yes, and especially that excruciatingly difficult semi-final match that he had to endure. Frankly gave him everything he wanted, and actually having an easier time with Hsia, go figure, than he did his semi-final opponent, Zulkifli. So Hsia just not to be this time, and the crowd fairly silent now because they were expecting their hometown boy to come through. All reports had him, he was the best informed going into this final day, and a little bit of a mild shock that he doesn't come through as we look at the downtown area right before the awards ceremony here on a Sunday evening in Kaohsiung.
Well, congratulations going out to Rodolfo Boy Samson Luat of the Philippines. He is a 11-7 winner.
And there is your tree right there, going all the way back to yesterday's quarterfinal action. Luat with a 9-3 victory over Chai-ching that set this whole thing up. And of course, Young and Bustamante going through, a mild upset there too. And there is the fine trophy from San Miguel. That'll go on his mantle. And finally winning a leg. And so the 3 Filipinos going back to Efren, Reyes, and then Gallego, and now Luat. 3 different guys, and they're also the 3 elder statesmen. Throw Bustamante in there, maybe he's due next time. We're about ready for the awards ceremony now.
首先，我们很荣幸请到胜利啤酒台湾分公司总经理徐荣昌先生颁发$10,000奖金给予冠军得主，
$10,000 U.S. prize to our champion. Rodolfo Luat, well earned. He survived the 3 days, and that's what it's all about. Last man standing through thick and thin, and he did his job.
另外，我们有请高雄市副市长汤
Also,
金
Mr.
泉先
Tang
生
Jin-chuan,
向冠
Vice
军
Mayor of
颁
the
发讲座一杯。
Kaohsiung City Government, to present the champion's trophy to our winner. It's Mr. Tang Jin-chuan, Vice Mayor of Kaohsiung City Government, instrumental in putting this tournament on. They were co-organizers, in fact.
And finally, Rodolfo Boy Samson Luat breaking into a smile. Finally, it settled in. He now realizes he's this leg's champion, and well deserved.
Let's not forget the 70 points that go towards qualification for the World Championships, and we're sure we'll see him there in Manila in November. So it's been our distinct pleasure and honor to bring this tournament to you guys on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We do want to thank you for your time keeping with us, again, through thick and thin. And as this grand tournament comes to a close, again, Mr. Luat, our congratulations and the Philippine contingent. This is how he did it. Some early success for Hsia, but it was not to be. There is the point where the light was interfering with the proceedings a long time ago, it seems. Hsia going to work here in the mid part of the match, making his mark, erasing a 7-2 deficit to crawl to within 7-6. And wasn't to be in the end. Rodolfo Luat would persevere as the fans looked on, probably not appreciating the results too much. Ish certainly liked it. And we like this tournament, San Miguel 9-ball tournament. Asian Tour, third leg. Again, there is your winner, Luat. It's been a presentation of Star Sports for Anthony Sante. I am Chuck Schreiner. So glad that you were with us. We'll see you next time in Jakarta in September. See you later.